What's going on, fellow rock and rollers? Just Mr. Jim here. Peace and love and thumbs up and A-OK, cowabunga, and rock and roll to you. And guess what we're going to do today? You see it in the description. We're going to be learning how to tune our guitar by ear. Yes, you can use a piano. That will really help, because especially if a keyboard like this, an electronic piano or a keyboard, is never going to go out of tune because it's just you plug it in. But we're going to try to do it by ear. So if you just get the first note, that's an E. I want to make sure we remember this. So we're going to have E, right? And you would play it like this. And if it's not in tune, you turn the knobs until it gets to, you can hear that E. Now, in order to get the rest of the guitar in tune, you go to the 5th fret. Once that E is in tune, 5th fret, and you play the 5th fret, hold that top string down, and then you play this string right below it. The A string, right, should be in the key of A. If that sounds exactly right, beautiful. Then you will have tuned the E string to the A string. That sounds pretty good. Then you do the same thing again. You go on the A string, you hit the A string like this one time, and then you play the D string open. Try to get them to sound good. If they don't sound good, then you would turn the knob until the string you're tuning, which is we're trying to tune the 3rd string now, the D string. Tune it up if it sounds like it's too low, and turn it down if it sounds like it's too high. That's how it works out. And then you move down to the next string. So now we have our finger on the 3rd string from the top, the D string, we're trying to tune the G string by ear. That sounds pretty good. And if it's not good, you go to the G string spot, you turn it down if you think the music is too high, and you turn it the other way up if you think that it's too low. And you try to match that. Sounds really nice, right? So the only time we do something different here on the 5th fret is when we get to the G string. Because to tune the B string, you have to go to the 4th fret of the G string. And you play, trying to tune the B string now, so that sounds pretty good, right? And just like we talked about, if it doesn't sound right, you come over to the knob, you turn it one way. If you think the music is too high and you want to make it lower, you turn it the other way if the music's too low and you want to make it higher, right? Usually these are the two problematic strings that I find I'm tuning a lot, especially the B string. And then you come back to the 5th fret again to play the B string, because we're going to tune the E string, the one all the way on the bottom if you're playing righty. Play the 5th fret, holding it down on the B string, and you're trying to tune that bottom string. And if it sounds good, great, awesome. We got it in tune. Now, it's never a bad thing to recheck. Sometimes when you go through and each string in the guitar and you have to move things around in the knobs, it can fall a little bit out of tune again, and that's okay. It's perfectly normal. It happens. All right, let me try it again. We're on the 5th fret the entire time until you get to the G string. Then you go to the 4th fret to tune the B string, and then back to the 5th fret again. So, just so we're aware, the top string is E, should be in E. The 2nd string is A. This is all in standard tuning. 3rd string is D. 4th string is G. 5th string is B. And then the 6th string is E again. So if you feel like you want to just put your guitar in tune just by listening by ear, this is another way to do it. I'll just play it a couple times. Try to turn it. Now we're going to go to the A string. Good. Now we're going to go to the D string. This is good for inner ear training to find what sounds right and what doesn't. I spend a lot of my time tuning. That's the G string. Now we're going to do B. Alright, and our last one is going to be E again. I feel like there's certain times where I tune my guitar more than I play it, especially in the summer when it gets really humid and hot and I'm sweating on it and the strings are expanding and the fretboard gets a little wonky and things go out of tune a lot. In the dead of winter and in the middle of summer, the two extremes really messes and warps the instrument. So we have to spend more time tuning it, and that's fine. When you get it tuned right, it sounds awesome. So good stuff. Thanks so much for tuning by ear, by doing it, just by playing it open, and feel free to jam along and try to tune it like that. And you could do it by ear. Just make sure you get that top string in tune, the E note, and then you work your way on the 5th fret until you get to the G string. Then you go to the 4th fret, and then the 5th fret again. Awesome stuff. E, A, D, G, B, E, if we're doing it in standard tuning, which we are. Peace and love. Thanks again. Really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.